The Volvo XC90 starts at $62,445 in the US market. That's the base core trim with the B5 mild hybrid powertrain, all-wheel drive standard, and seating for 7. Volvo has always been about safety done right, and a kind of quiet Scandinavian luxury that doesn't need to shout. And the XC90 nails that identity better than almost anything else in the segment. It feels purposeful rather than flashy, like it was designed by people who actually drive with kids in the back. The exterior is clean and confident. Those signature Thor's Hammer LED headlights are slim, distinctive, and actually useful at night with their matrix beam tech. The grille and sculpted hood give it presence without looking aggressive. And you can spec it in a bright chrome theme, or the newer dark package with gloss black accents for a slightly sportier edge. 20 to 22-inch wheels fill the arches nicely, and the whole shape still looks fresh even though this generation has been around a while. Inside is where the XC90 really wins you over. The materials feel expensive in a calm way. Quilted Nordico upholstery on lower trims that's soft and sustainable, or ventilated Napa leather higher up, open-pore ash wood trim, and that gorgeous Aura4's crystal gear selector that just makes you smile every time you grab it. The cabin is bright, spacious up front and in the second row, and surprisingly serene. It's the kind of interior where you close the door and the outside world just fades a bit. Tech is straightforward and actually useful. The 11.2-inch touchscreen runs Google built-in, so Maps, Assistant, and apps feel native and quick. Wireless charging is standard, Apple CarPlay is there if you prefer it, and higher trims get a Harman Kardon system that sounds rich without being overpowering. The digital gauge cluster is crisp, and the head-up display on Ultra models is one of those features you don't realize you want until you have it. On the road, the XC90 drives exactly like a big luxury family SUV should, composed, comfortable, and confident. The base B5 with 247 horsepower is perfectly adequate for daily driving and highway merging. Step up to the B6 with 295 horsepower and it feels noticeably quicker, hitting 60 in right around 6.5 seconds. The 8-speed automatic and mild hybrid system keep things smooth, and the all-wheel drive gives you real grip when the weather turns. Steering is nicely weighted. The ride is plush, especially if you get the optional air suspension, and wind and road noise are kept in check. It's not going to embarrass a sports sedan in the twisties. It does lean a little, but for what it is, the balance is spot on. Fuel economy lands in the low to mid-20s combined depending on which engine you pick. It's respectable for a 3-row luxury SUV, but not class-leading if you're chasing maximum MPG. Towing is rated at 5,000 pounds, so weekend toy haulers are no problem. Safety is non-negotiable with Volvo and the XC90 is loaded. Standard automatic emergency braking with pedestrian and cyclist detection, pilot assist semi-autonomous highway driving with lane centering, blind spot monitoring, cross-traffic alert, and a whole suite of other aids that work without being annoying. It's one of those vehicles where you genuinely feel like the car has your back every single mile. Day-to-day practicality is excellent. You can configure it as 6 or 7-seater, the second row slides and reclines, and folding everything flat opens up 85.7 cubic feet of cargo space with a nice flat floor. Grocery runs, soccer practice, airport runs with luggage for 5. It just works without drama. The third row is tight for adults on anything longer than a quick errand, but perfect for kids, and that's exactly how most families actually use these things. A couple of small things that might bug you. The big touchscreen means almost everything is menu-driven, so you do glance down more than in cars with more physical buttons. And while the cabin is quiet, those optional big wheels can transmit a little more harshness over really broken pavement. Nothing deal-breaking, just real-world notes. At the end of the day, the Volvo XC90 is for the family that wants a genuinely luxurious 3-row SUV without the ego, the complexity, or the constant attention-grabbing nonsense you get from some German rivals. It stands out because it delivers top-tier safety, a calming and high-quality cabin, effortless daily drivability, and enough versatility to handle real life for years without feeling dated. In a segment packed with choices, the XC90 is the one that quietly makes the most sense for people who value substance over show. If that sounds like you, test drive one. You'll probably find yourself looking for reasons to keep it.